Hello, I'm Remo Ojaste, the Regional Sales Manager in Milrem Robotics. Before we get into the main presentation, I would like to take a moment and thank all the first responders who do the job and keep us all safe every day. I believe that our innovative solutions are able to significantly reduce the risk of frontline troops and the first responders. It is a dangerous world to live in, and by implementing technologies, the risk could be lower for sure. So, what are we going to talk about? Why robots? We talk about a little bit about Milrem Robotics, our products and services, our rescue product line and concepts. We go more in depth into the rescue UGV. We also go over some first-hand experiences and possible use cases that we have gathered, and then we're going to sum it up. So, why robots? As we know from our day-to-day lives, humans get bored easily, and we need exciting things to do, so we won't get bored. But robots, on the other hand, you can give them as boring task as you can, but they will still not get bored at all. Also, we are born with different senses: seeing, hearing, smelling, touching. Unfortunately, all of those senses are limited, and we may not be as effective in all environments as the robots are. But robots, for example, can use different type of electronical, optical sensors to identify and detect objects from longer distances. And there's also a possibility to do that in other spectrums that are going beyond human capability. So we can say that robot senses have close to no limitations, and the only limitations that there are sometimes our imagination. Also, almost everyone knows some people that are really strong and some people that are really fast. For example, Usain Bolt, the first fastest man, but when we compare him to robots, it's quite everyone understands that in a matter of 100 meters, the person will get tired, but robots can go on for days and even for weeks without getting any fatigue. Also, it's very hard to focus by human. I think every one of us have been in a driving with kids around, and it's very distracting when your main job is to stay focused on the road. But still, sometimes they grab your attention. When you take a robot, for instance, they will never get distracted. Nothing and no one can distract them. So humans are also not perfect, and we are flawed, and that's actually something that makes us unique and interesting. So, but robots, they can be perfect. They can do repetitive, boring jobs, and they can be perfect in their execution. So 100 times out of 100 times, for example. Also, the environment affects us significantly. So robots can work in environments where it's too hot, too cold. There is a radiation environment going on. So robots can outperform humans in many other aspects. So this opens new possibilities and capabilities that have not been possible so far. So, for example, Milrem's main focus has always been the military side, and we are that's been our main effort, but and we are one of the leading manufacturers in UGVs in Europe. But we have also similarities in other fields, and definitely rescue and military worlds, they mirror each other. So we also need to take people out of harm's way in the military scenarios, gather timely and relevant information, and just to make better decisions. And we are pretty much operating in hostile and inhuman environments. The main focus in all of those aspects is still to bring human out alive. So saving humans is critical in all of those scenarios. So, a few words about Milrem. So our mission is to provide innovative robotic solutions for challenging environments. We believe that our cutting-edge robotic solutions fulfill a higher purpose, enable more meaningful lives. So we are located in Estonia, our HQ, and we got established in 2013. We have 3 offices, two in Estonia, one in Tallinn, and one in Sweden. Also, we have over 100 people, and out of those, 80% of those people are actually engineers. And our first UGVs was developed in 2004, and our first iPad 2015. And in 2019, we released our first rescue product line. So our customer portfolio. So we have mainly been we mainly have military clients. So NATO countries, 7 of them, and also in Asia, we have few countries that are our clients. So our main products, we have mainly military products. So our number one product is a hybrid infantry system, or you can call it THEMIS. First hybrid full modular unmanned ground vehicle in the world. The vehicle is intended to provide support for dismounted troops. Our second product is multiscope. It's a UGV combined with know-how that's collected from extensive testing from the THEMIS and is now implemented in the civilian sector. We also have a much bigger platform compared to THEMIS, which is like a size of a tank, kind of. And it's intended to support mechanized units and act as a wingman to main battle tanks. We also have a intelligent functions kit, which pretty much is a package that includes a necessary hardware and software to modify any vehicle to give it unmanned control and safety functionality. And the last I want to put emphasis on is that we need to put different type of systems together, and we are always specializing in that. For example, when you take THEMIS, you want to insert a different type of platform and want to work it together with troops, then it's 3 different systems that need to be working together, and that's something that we are doing as well. So now let's go deeper into the rescue field. So our main main partners in the rescue field have been Estonian Rescue Board, whose input has been undescribably valuable for us, and also widely recognized experts in distinguishing fires, and our payload provider, Innofoam from Netherlands. So here our main platform, so the multiscope, and now we will go see how it's built up and what it does. So It's a diesel electric hybrid. It has two electric motors located in the front of the track. The vehicle uses always electric motors for driving. It has a battery block and the diesel engine on the right side is continuously charging the batteries. So the runtime for this hybrid solution is up to 15 hours. Now you will see a video of the capabilities of the UGV on a terrain. So let's now unpack a little bit what you saw. So as you can see, the vehicle is really capable. It can drive up to 20 kilometers per hour, and maximum towing speed is also quite high. Even if due to its small weight, it has a lot of different advantages. The nominal payload is 750 kilograms, and all the specs will remain achievable with that. However, the maximum payload is 1.2 tons. It can cross water obstacles as deep as 60 centimeters. And as you saw on the video, we have tested in Mali deployment where we pulled a 32-ton armored vehicle. And also due to its tracks, it's very low ground pressure. Also, it's another aspect that's very important to understand is that it's modular architecture and design. The center form is adjustable, so the ground clearance is adjustable, and the only thing actually connecting two modules is a cable, and there is no mechanical connection between the central platform, and that enables us to customize the measurements of the vehicle as needed for the customer. Also, another cool thing is that you can add different type of payloads and increase the capabilities. So, for example, you can add fire monitors with different power supply, and you can replace that with a water tank, for example, with a fire monitor. Also very helpful for the firefighters would be a hose laying system and also a system that you can carry collect it. And picture you can see the additional hub for tethered drone for having, for example, 80-meter high observation point or to relay radio communication. So the flight time for drone is basically unlimited due to the tethered version. Also, it's really easily interchangeable. So you can, it only takes 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the procedure, just to release it and put the new payload on. So taking all of those things into consideration, you can see that there are a lot of different type of options. And this is the kind of product family we are dealing with at the moment. And in the middle is the furthest one called Hydra. So here you can see a picture from quite some time back. And also another possibility is that you can improvise and use handmade solutions. So these pictures have actually taken from Estonian defense military polygon, where there is an area that was too dangerous to be on foot because there was unexploded ordnances laying down everywhere. So the solution was that they firefighters they used a little bit of duct tape and they put the fire monitor, attached it together, and that worked as well. So, but during this time we have evolved a lot from duct tape, and we actually have a real solution right now, and it's called Hydra. We will go and look a bit deeper inside that as well. So first, we're going to talk about the fire monitor. So it can supply up to 3,000 liters per minute, but it's adjustable. You can change the fire monitors to lower ones and to bigger ones if needed. It has a 360-degree maneuverability. It's radio controlled, and it can use water and also foam. And depending on the pressure of the water, you can extend the water length or throw length up to 62 meters. But if you change the fire monitor to the more powerful one, the throw length can be even further. So now let's look at the bottom part of the Hydra, so the skid unit. In front, you can see there are two sprinklers, which are meant for cooling down the front side of the vehicle. In the middle is the control unit that is made for that does all the decisions between the radio and the fire monitors. There are 4 fire hose compartments, 4 hose connectors. In the front, there is expansion generators for grading a foam blanket, and also there is an extra light source just to give some extra lighting on the scene. It's also easily transportable, and due to its small weight, it's portable even via air. And this would significantly increase the reaction time for the actions that are far away. You can also attach it to the truck. It's a really easy solution, and for small distances, this is really fast option. But if we start talking about longer distances, then it makes sense to put it on a trailer, so you will be reaching the accident site faster. So here you can see a video of the Hydra in action in real life. So now we're going to look a bit into experience and use cases that may come up. So for the firefighters, the overall bigger concerns are that the environment where they need to work is rapidly and structure is new, and there may be some new danger zones that people are not aware of. They are yes. So also a different type of gas tanks especially mobile ones. From time to time, it happens that there will be an accident, and it can become a disaster really easily when we're not able to get close enough. Also, as I mentioned before, the military polygons with unexpected ordinances. In the summertime, the spark is really easy to happen, and big field fires can come out from that. So it's really important to mitigate and act fast on those occasions. So it will be very useful for the unmanned vehicles with low ground pressure to extinguish those situations as fast as possible. Also related to the previous one, in a dry season, there are small parks can become disastrous in the forest area, and there is a lot of manpower needed and the resources to mitigate those. For example, UGVs could really easily help building the hose networks on a difficult terrain, and it will speed up the whole process a lot. And also, last point, the hard and limited accessibility areas like railroads, narrow streets would be perfect place to ease and reduce these response times with unmanned systems by either carrying more equipment closer, faster, or getting the water lines and fire monitors closer to the primary source of the fire. Now we're going to be looking into one of the most important aspects of the vehicle are the danger zones, because it's the most likely the biggest benefit that one robot can bring you is that you can enter the danger zone without putting any humans at risk. So due to the remotely controllable, the operator can operate the vehicle from safe distance and respond to the situation according to sensors feedback. And it's very hard to assess the danger zone's dimensions accurately from far away. So sensors of the robots could be used to confirm or deny all that kind of information in the scene incidents. And when we add a other layer of capabilities like fire monitor on top of UGV, we can decrease the reaction time from getting the intelligence in, and then we can just react on exactly the same time based on that information. And actually, a example from Estonia, there was one hardware in Estonia that there was a fire. It was initially reported that there's about 30-ton acetone tank out of metal at the fire that is burning. But Themis was sent to conduct a reconnaissance on that objective. But the wrecker was not able to do that from air because the building had partially collapsed. So it was really critical to do that from the ground. So they used the UGV's main cameras to provide the information and actual picture feedback. And what they recognized is that that container actually was out of plastic and it had already melted. So they took that information into account, and actually they could increase the danger zone by double. Another perfect case where to use this kind of technology would be in chemical factories. For example, this is in Netherlands, and using robots to access and identify causes of this type in this type of environment would definitely be able to get closer and be more effective than sending firefighters into that kind of danger zone where there is so many unexpected explosions and stuff can happen. And also one example from Estonia, there was a gas tank explosion and other gas tank got ignited as well. So the firefighters were not able to get closer to the high chance of another explosion. So and also there was an additional 40 tons of fuels laying around close. So for events like this, unmanned vehicles would be a tool to cool down areas. For example, just to prevent that, to prevent it getting even bigger of a disaster than it is already. Here is also another use case. That's when was used in Estonia, when they transported 200 kilogram airplane bombs from extraction site to the demo site, and they drove it remotely in a convoy for several kilometers, and it enabled the safe handling and transportation of this munition. Also, another place in Europe, we have old towns which are really narrow streets, and it's hard to operate there with standard fire trucks. So robotics could be a really good assistance over there as well. And also another big place where things happen is tunnels, tunnel fires, and underground garages. For one example from Switzerland, like one mile from the exit, there was a car accident, and it got filled with smoke, and it had numerous casualties. So in this situation, UGVs could be used to get big, I don't know, ventilators, or even just keep the temperature down and send the vehicle in there just to get access of the real feedback from the accident, and get better intelligence, and then the firefighters are able to react better to this scene. And also, last use case would be a disaster relief scenario, where mainly usually there's a lot of UGVs could help take a big load of equipment closer, for example, in the disaster site, because the resources in that kind of areas are always. And the UGV perfect choice because you will have one vehicle for several functions actually, and you can do a lot more than just transport the goods. And this is actually how we provide the innovative robotic solutions for challenging environments. And I would really like to thank Baltic Fire Forum for this opportunity, for letting us to participate, and hopefully we were able to add some value to this event. And thanks for listening. And also, I would like to share you with some of the places you can follow us. We have LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube pages, homepage. If you have any questions, remarks, and you want to know something more about our products and the way we challenge those environments, you can contact me. My email is remo.milrem.com. And yeah, thank you for listening, and bye.